Hello guys, welcome to the last lesson of 2024. First, I want to play this slowly. Let's start with that. Okay, now let's continue with arpeggios, scales, modes, etc. This section, okay? This exercise is pretty simple. We just have arpeggios. We're just using arpeggios here. So there's really not much to talk about here. Let's see these arpeggios. First, we have the A7, right? We are superimposing a diminished arpeggio over a dominant 7 arpeggio, right? So, what's happening here is this is the dominant 7 arpeggio. And this is the diminished arpeggio. That we are using, right? Without the root. The root would be the flat ninth. So just we could say that, for example, if you want to superimpose a diminished 7 arpeggio over a dominant 7, you can start it by playing the tonic of the dominant chord, and then here you start playing the diminished arpeggio on the major third. By doing that, you end up having a line without the root, and you are playing the flat ninth instead of the root, obviously. So you end up having the major third, perfect fifth, minor seventh, and flat ninth, and then you repeat all these notes. Okay, let's go to the next arpeggio. That will be over the D7 chord. The original dominant arpeggio would be D7. But we are doing again the same thing. You could visualize the tonic and then play the diminished arpeggio. That would be the complete diminished arpeggio here. And you could see on the exercise that we start the line over the D7 with a chromatic approach to the tonic. Okay, and now you continue with this is the arpeggio really used over the G minor 9. We have a G minor triad with the added ninth. It's a really common way to play this arpeggio on Gypsy jazz, right? So the full arpeggio is mixing two positions, or almost three. Okay, because you start here and you play this movement, you do this movement to change this position, and then you move your finger again and you end up playing this note that would be the third position. So the full arpeggio would be and going back. Okay. Well, those are the arpeggios. This isn't really an arpeggio. I think this is more than like a line, you know, a really common line on gypsy jazz. You have this line, for example, even on, I don't know how to pronounce this, but Montagne de Saint-Geneviève, right? But in E minor. I don't know how the line goes on, but that's the something like that. So this is a really common way to play this arpeggio. So I thought that it was useful to have an exercise that mixes this chord, fifth of fifth, fifth, and the first chord, right? But now we're going to talk about a little bit about that on another section. Okay, here on analysis. I think there isn't much to analyze here because most of these notes are just arpeggio notes. Let me see it as we analyze it. First we have, we already analyzed the first four bars, just arpeggio, with the exception of the first note on the third bar. Yes, that's the only exception. And then we have the last four bars. It's all of these notes. All of these notes are the arpeggio that I already mentioned, with the exception of this F sharp that it's an approach note to the G. There's nothing much to analyze here. What I want to do in this section is to give some sort of tip on how to play this. I'm not going to talk about the right hand technique because I don't use a gypsy technique. I use more than my technique, you know. But I do want to talk about the left hand. I thought about doing this exercise because I recently transcribed the Godfather theme by Stoker Rosenberg, and on that song they use a lot this resource of superimposing a diminished 7 over a dominant 7. So I thought it was interesting to have this kind of exercise and adding a line using this really popular device. This one is used a lot by Jimmy Rosenberg, Angelo DeBar, and Roman Bitterly-Lagrange. Django. You can see it because this one is really easy to play it using two fingers. Django will do that. I use my pinky here. Okay, but Django have that really, he could do that jump really easily. Okay, tips. I had some trouble playing this line, especially the G minor line. So I had to practice this differently. Instead of playing everything, because I played fine this over the A7 and the D7 line, but the G minor line gave me a lot of trouble, so I had to practice it from this fifth bar. Okay, but I still had some trouble here, right? So I started practicing this from the sixth bar on using Guitar Pro on a loop. Okay, so I played this the last 3 bars. And then I added the previous bar, and when I was able to play these 4 bars, then I started to play the whole exercise. Okay, so that's this. I'm saying this because perhaps most of you could feel disappointed when you can't play the full exercise. Well, so that's why I want to give you this advice, that you don't have to get discouraged. You have to practice it differently. That's the solution. So you have to notice where you're having trouble, and then focus on that part, just on that part. This is my advice. It's pretty obvious, but many people think, oh, okay, I can't play this. No, you can, but you have to practice it differently. Focus on what you're doing wrong and play that. Okay, let's move on to the last section. That's it. We don't have any more. I just want to invite you to support me on Patreon. There are a lot of transcriptions there. Remember that I post 6 per month and 1 lesson each Saturday. So if you can support me on Patreon, I would be really grateful. Okay, guys, see you next year. I hope we all have a better 2025 or an alien invasion. I don't know. I would like either of those 2 options. Okay, guys, see you, and thanks for watching. Remember, like and subscribe, and see you next time.